Hi, fifth graders.
Hi, for those who don't know me, I'm Mrs. Frank.
I'm Mrs. Groyle.
Mrs. Passano. And now I know you're probably panicking that these are not my normal teachers. Fear not, you're in the right place. We're going to have a bunch of different fifth grade teachers teaching you every day for our virtual learning. So as long as you see a fifth grade teacher with a friendly face, you're in the right space.
Yeah, and we just wanted to start today saying how much we miss you. It is very strange at Riverside without all of your beautiful faces here hanging out with us, but we've been really busy today getting things ready, trying to figure out what this next week is going to look like, and I'm pretty excited about all the fun things that we have in place for you, including your book clubs.
All you will need for today's lesson is your Unit 4 pink packet and a pencil.
All right, kiddos. So what you're looking at here is an example of something Mrs. Frank is using in her classroom. This is her kind of reading guru area where she's going to post everything her kids have to do for homework. Now, for my Miss Araya friends and my Miss Schneider friends and other people, you're going to have a different layout, but that's okay as long as you know where to find it in your Google Drive. And we should have gone over that Friday. So try to think back to what we did Friday and where you would find your reading homework. I know for my kids I made a calendar, so my kids would go there to look at the calendar. So if you're looking, Miss Frank says that today is Tuesday, March 17th, and this is her little blurb about how the day is going to start. If you look down right about here, here's the date. The video lesson clip is going to go here, and then she has the lesson details, and then the student practice is the important part. That's what we're looking at to have done to count your attendance and what your homework is. It's very important each day that you go into your Google Drive and you see what your teacher has posted for you. We'll typically do it the night before, but worst case, we will have it done each day by 9 a.m. so you can get a start early if you choose to. We're not super picky on what time of the day they need to be done, but they need to be done the day they are assigned. Otherwise, you're going to get an email from us and possibly a phone call seeing if we need to help you out in any way. So just once again, check your Gmail and your Google Drive. It'll be your helpful tool during all of this. And that's also where you're going to post all of your work. So when we ask you to post a discussion, you're going to post it in your Google Doc. But if you're in my class, we accidentally did a Google slide for reading. Not a big deal as long as we see your work there. Okay, the first thing you're going to do today for your lesson, and I'm just using Mrs. Frank's template again, is we're going to click on The Thief of Always, Chapter 1. So you're going to click on that, and you see she had to click down. It's going to take us to a YouTube video, and you should see, I don't know who that is, but she works for us, and she's going to read the book out loud to you. It's about a 9-10 minute video. Once you're done with that, you're going to move on to Chapter 2. So you're going to go back to that Google Doc here, and go to Chapter 2, another blue hyperlink, click it, and it's going to take you to the same lady, but make sure it says Chapter 2. Please make sure it says Chapter 2 and you're not rereading Chapter 1. So today, right now, you're going to listen to Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 from Thief of Always. Why don't you pause this video now, do that, and visit me when you're done.
I hope you are as excited as I am to hear what happens with Harvey in our story. I can't wait to read. But what I need you to do right now is find a pink packet that we addressed in the beginning of the video. And I want you to open to the first page. You'll notice that this has information on your book club, and you'll find out more of that later from your teacher. So when you turn to page 2, you'll see there's a few questions, and we're going to skip that bubble up at the top because that's about our book clubs as well. So when you look down, there's 2 questions on this page that in your first response in your Google Doc or your Google slide if you're in Mrs. Passano's class, this is what we want you to respond to. So the first question says, how have you grown as a reader so far this year? So think about what types of books were you reading when you first started 5th grade? How was your stamina? How long could you read your book for? How have you changed? The second question, this is our first time doing virtual learning, so we changed this question to say, what have you learned this year that will help you be successful in virtual learning? You guys have come a long way. What strategies have you kind of learned this year that will really help you during virtual learning? All right, friends, so now that you have kind of jotted down some notes in your workbook, you're going to go back to your Google Drive, and when you're on your Google Drive, you're going to find the document that you shared with your teacher. Some of you have Google Slides for reading, and most of you have a Google Doc. So once you get there, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to title your page. And each day your title is going to be the date. So today's date is Tuesday, March 17th, 2020. So make sure that's on your Google Doc or your Google Slides as the title. From here, you're going to respond to each of these questions so that myself or your teacher can see. You have to respond with at least 2 sentences for each question, just so that we know what's going on in your brain and we can see your thinking for that. So you can see right now, Mrs. Frank is going through. She's just giving herself some sentence starters. But this is your expectation for the day, and we'll go through and we'll check that for you. Thanks, friends.
All right, congratulations! You just completed your first reading assignment through virtual learning. I hope you all feel really good about it. You might be feeling kind of confused because we still have questions, we're still working things out, and this is the first time we've done this. So if you watched the whole video, you tried to do the assignment, and you're feeling kind of stuck or confused, perfectly normal. Go ahead and rewatch the video. Maybe ask a parent or someone at home to sit down and watch it with you and see if they can help you out with some of the parts that you're getting hung up on. And if you need to, you can always reach out to your teacher, whether it's by email or on that Google Doc or Google Slide, however your teacher told you to ask them questions, okay? But keep in mind, we are all learning as we go. It's perfectly normal to feel like you don't quite get it, but don't give up. Keep trying, ask questions, and ask for help, okay?
All right, we miss you. We'll see you soon, hopefully.
Yes.
See you tomorrow on Virtual School.
Oh, yes. Bye.